Hello, everybody. Welcome to my podcast. This is a school project for me. This is going to be a three-part podcast covering the subject of the Battle of Thermopylae, which, for those of you who don't know, is the battle that the movie 300 was based off of. Quick shout out, I would like to give credit to Simon Whistler and his show Geographics for inspiring this video and some of the mannerisms I may use during this. Without any further ado, though, let us begin. So here in our first episode, we're going to be covering some of the logistics of the Greek army in this battle. A lot of people seem to think that there was only 300 Greeks at this battle, mainly Leonidas and his 300 Spartans, or 299, depending on how you see it. In reality, though, this is a very incorrect number. While there were 300 Spartans, including Leonidas, during this battle, there were actually, depending on who you go with and who you're sourcing from, up anywhere from 5,200 Greeks in total to 7,200. Now, these were made up of a couple of different groups of Greeks. We had reading in order, we had the pt1. Oh, also, if I screw up these pronunciations, forgive me. I am not a historian. But we had the Lacedaemonians, or the pt1, and one source cited them as having up to 900 soldiers, while another claims anywhere from 700 to 1,000. We had the Spartan hoplites, which is the only solid number we have here, being 300. We had the Mantineans, sitting at about 500 from one source. We had the Tegeans, also 500. The Arcadians, which came in at 120. There was another group of Arcadians sitting at around 1,000. The Corinthians at 400, the Philians 200, and the Mycenaeans at 80. Now, the second source didn't give any clear numbers on these groups after the Spartans, only saying that there were about 3,000 of them from these different groups. And then we had another group from Greece called the Peloponnesians, which were made up of, 6 other groups, mainly the Thespians, the Malians, the Thebans, the Phaeacians, and the Optian Locrians. Now, the Thespians had a group of about 700. The Malians are said to have had about 1,000. The Thebans had 400, according to both sources, and the Phaeacians had 1,000. One source said the Optium Locrians sent everyone that they had, while the other source said just simply 1,000. So, while this isn't anything compared to the numbers of the Persians, this was not the simple 300-man army that most modern cinema would have you believe. So, what does that mean? Not too much. They did pretty much exactly as the movie stated, though, but we're going to go into that in the next episode. Just know that we had a force of anywhere up to 5,000 to 7,000 Greeks facing an army of, at the very least, 300,000 Persians. Stay tuned. In our next segment, we're going to talk about the first 2 days of the 3-day battle. Thank you for tuning in.